Welcome to a Fish Out of Water podcast. This is your host, Richard Lipman. Today we're interviewing Christine Marie Serchia of Serchia Gallery. This podcast is sponsored by Demo Day Records.
When I graduated from art school, I got a grant to work in Italy, and I would call home every week on a phone card, on a payphone, so that I could talk to my dad. And I called him one day, and he told me that there was a photographer who visited his motel and had a view camera like the one that I was using when I was at uni. And he said it was a little bit bigger, but I made a joke, was it a Magnum photographer, Dad? And he was like, oh, actually, yeah, it was. And I couldn't believe it because I was just kidding. Who would come to Niagara Falls to photograph someone's motel? But he was serious. He was like, let me go get his card. I'll be right back. And he came and he read the name Alex Soth. And I couldn't believe it because at the time I had just graduated. Sleeping by the Mississippi was showing in New York, and I had just seen it and then moved to Italy. And I couldn't believe it. And I was like, Dad, you need to meet this guy. What's going on? But he had taken a disposable camera photo of Alec whilst Alec was taking the photograph of his motel. And 10 years later, at Photo London, I went to a book signing that Alec was doing, and I brought all of the books of his that I had, because I try and buy all of them from him. And I asked him if I could trade that photograph my dad took of him taking the photo of his motel for a photo that Alec took of my dad's motel. And this is 10 years after he had taken it. So he said to me, I honestly don't even know if I still have the negatives, but I'll be back in London 1 month from now. If I have the photographs, I'll bring them with me. And he did. And he asked me to come to this party that Magnum was having in Shoreditch. And I snuck in. The bouncer, my name wasn't on the list, and I said that I was a courier and I had something to collect from Alec. And he let me in. And I saw all the known Magnum photographers in the room, but Alec was playing a table tennis tournament, and there was a queue out the door, not only to play him in table tennis, but also of a bunch of people who wanted him to sign their books. And so I waited for 3 hours, but he saw me and he gave me a thumbs up. And I knew then he had the photos, he remembered who I was, and he gave me 2 contact prints that he no longer has negatives for of my father's motel. And I was so excited. I took them, and the next time I saw my father, I gave him this envelope that Alec had given me. And I didn't say who had given it to me. I just handed it to him for his birthday, and I said, "Happy birthday, Dad." And he took them out, and he immediately knew. And he said, "This is Alec." And he just started laughing. And that was the first time he ever saw the photographs. And it was the last birthday gift I gave him before he passed away.
What's happened to the hotel since?
It's actually in a really sad state of affairs. I think it got auctioned off to the city. No one's buying it. It's really gone downhill.
Were you able to get access to it?
At the time, I guess it was still open. But now that stretch, actually, it's a much nicer place than it was when Alec was there.
So Alec, did he stay the night?
That would have been amazing.
Or did he just pass?
I think he was just passing through. But he did say to my dad that he often revisits the place where he photographs. So we kind of hoped maybe he one day would.
So, I mean, what drew him to the hotel in the first place? Did he drive past and say, oh, that would be nice?
If
I mean, he took the famous one of the swans, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that photo so much. But I think it was probably the weird colors that my mom had told my dad to paint it. So thinking it would be like Miami or something, they painted it a fluorescent yellow, like a neon yellow, and then a dark green. So it was probably so ugly he couldn't resist. Yeah. And it had a handmade sign, "Ring Bell," which my dad had written so that people would ring the bell to get into the office. And a fully empty car park with not a single car in it.
Do you also take pictures of people in the motel?
If he did, I wasn't privy to those images, but I guess my dad got one of him, so maybe that counts.
Well, that's one thing, all these people, they get permission. Sometimes they walk up to strangers and
Oh yeah,
connect and just take the
yeah,
picture, or
yeah.
ask them, or do they do it? Have you ever done that?
I have asked permission in the past. I always ask permission myself because uh, I hate being photographed, so I understand the importance. But I also can see from a photographer's point of view why they wouldn't, and they just have a now or never moment and just go for it. But in my limited experience, I always ask permission.
Thanks very much. Last words, plans for the future then?
Oh, big plans. I guess since running the gallery, I've met a lot of people who share the reasons why I'm doing this. And we have some big things coming up uh, this year, especially. But I'm always on the prowl for doing justice to the photograph and helping shine a light on people that others aren't aware of yet that are doing great things.
So what makes you, so people send you photographs or books,
Oh, yeah.
so what makes you choose them?
For me, I don't know if you find this, but it almost doesn't feel like it's my choice. I'll see something and it will haunt me, and I'll go to sleep thinking about it, and I'll wake up thinking about it. And until I ask that person if we can do something together and show that work so that other people can experience the haunting, I just won't relax until I've had their answer. And sometimes I never hear back, and sometimes people say yes, and sometimes people say no. But I think the kind of haunting that I call it, the way that it just ingrains itself in your memory forever, is the highest testament to what art can be, because it teaches you something that you want to spend forever thinking about.
Can you show us a picture here that haunted you?
I can show you. I absolutely can. And I have to say, this artist, Kiowa Casey, she made this beautiful body of work called Sanamato in honor of her late mother, and it's actually her mother's death anniversary. So I felt especially compelled to show her work today. But this beautiful body of work, all of it is haunting, but the image that I feel is most her is actually one that I bring everywhere with me when I show photographs, and it always brings people in. This one. That one really has haunted me, and even though I've exhibited it for Bristol Photo Festival, I've shared the story with so many people. It continues to haunt me. I think there's just a profound beauty in the simplicity of it, but also I think it means so much more than just what it looks like it means. And I think that's a powerful thing, kind of showing the privilege and the burden of time. You never know when it's the last time you're going to see someone that you love. And so these records mean something. They mean a great deal, and they let you see the people that you love your whole life, even when they're no longer with us. Yeah. It's a running theme with my gallery. But of course, I've made this gallery in honor of my late father. So everything that I do, I hope is a worthy testament to the person that he was. Yeah. Thank you.
Illuminating our lives. Okay. Cheers.
Thanks for visiting.
Thanks. So tell me about the paper. Were you sponsored by? Oh shit! Let me get the microphone.
Sleep deprivation is getting to us.
That's where the lady
Oh,
put
it's
her
caught.
spell on me.
It's your lasso.
I kissed her off. I'm gonna be dead tonight. I'm joking.
What a way to go. You're live streaming it. I'm actually
About
okay.
what is it?
Well, obviously I'm a paper snob at the gallery, and I only use GF Smith paper when I print my logo. So the official the official paper brand of the gallery is GF Smith, which is made in Hull in the UK. But
Oh, can't you
the
make it at home?
I personally can't.
Complicated?
I'm just not a specialist. I guess I don't have the facilities, but we use Color Plan Natural GF Smith because it's a nice warm white. Uh,
It's very vintage looking as well.
well, the reason that I like it is the gallery colors are shades of limestone. So being in Bristol, that's our local rock. So I matched the. This is so boring, but if you like paper, I think it's interesting. But I match it to shades of limestone, and that's why I only print on Color Plan Natural.
So tell us, these all available on your website?
They are all available on my website, or you can come to my house, which is also the gallery, and you can have one in person.
Tell me, your house, is it 24/7?
Oh, no.
You can come there at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Although people have tried. Well, you know, if you send me a message and I happen to be home, I'll let you in.
Well, what's in the house? What do we expect?
Besides the gallery. Well, right now,
What do we see in the gallery? How big's the gallery?
you might see my cat, Monty.
How big's the gallery?
It's 2 rooms. I don't quite know in imperial measurements, but it's a 2-room gallery with nice high ceilings and windows. I think that's why photographers like to show there, because it has lots of natural light, and the way the light changes, you can tell what season the exhibition was in. But I've kind of taken over a 3rd room, which we call the pink room, and it has pink walls, which is specially for books and our library archive.
How do you sell the art?
You
It's Bristol, right? I mean, let's say you're going to buy in New York to buy.
Yeah.
They're going to go all the way to Bristol to
To be honest, the most of the people who buy artwork from me do it online and have never been to the gallery. Although I do have some local patrons who have been keeping the gallery going and keeping all the events free, and I'm very grateful for them. But I guess this is our 5th anniversary this year, so now that we're 5 years in, it gets a little bit easier each year to let people know that we exist, and then people who love art can come find something that they love and have it forever.
Can you tell us a success story of when someone just walked into your gallery?
Let me think about this. I did have, someone just walked in. I mean, not off the street per se, but I guess, no, I guess I can't. We have many success stories, but none that just came in, bought something, and left. That's my dream scenario. Hopefully, maybe this year, maybe after this.
How do you choose the artists to exhibit? I mean, are all these exhibited up on the wall?
Let me take a look here. Well, not the ones, we're about to have an exhibition of the publications that I print for Valentine editions. These you can submit to an open call based on a theme. Our new theme will be shells. I'm going to do 2. One is shells and one is feet. Or a lot of people have asked if you can photograph both, which I would also accept. But most of the artists I find in various ways, from visiting exhibitions, from buying books at things like Photo London Book Market or Offprint or Peckham 24. Obviously, Instagram makes it easier. And then sometimes they find me. But usually, the ones that end up showing just make work that I can't stop thinking about and that haunt me and kind of I obsessively think about. And when I just can't take it anymore, I invite them to exhibit. And usually they say yes, but sometimes logistically.
As a gallery, do you cover all costs of printing, costs of
Oh no. Well, I guess it depends. I think everyone's coming from different situations and circumstances. So we discuss what those are, what our preferences, expectations, and possibilities between the two of us, me and the artist. Sometimes we fortunately will have a sponsor, like GF Smith or Taylor Brothers have sponsored me in the past, and that's incredibly helpful because it takes away the material costs, which are significant. I also work with a local framer, Jamie Murray, who happens to be one of my artists, hand makes all the frames, and that's incredibly helpful. And but no, it is a kind of at the point that we're at now. It's a really grassroots operation, which is not funded by anything other than people buying artwork, books, or asking me to do portfolio reviews or artist mentorship. I also freelance as an art director to work with photographers in other various ways. So all of those things combined can help contribute to the cost. Oh, unfortunately, I am always on Instagram, and I spend way too much time on there. You can see my disgusting phone. I have many accounts, but the gallery account, let's take a look. So this is my gallery account, Serchia Gallery, or Serchia, depending on what.
900.
Hopefully we'll get more than that one day.
How many are you looking for?
Well,
is it quality or quantity?
It's always about quality, but.
Look at this. What's the most amount of hits you got?
Oh God, not many. Well, no, I think
4,000,
probably
that's
the
not bad.
34,000, maybe 63,000.
Are you
Alice.
employing someone to create fake numbers?
Oh, these are real. Everything's real when it comes to this gallery. So this is
All
Alice.
of it yourself. You don't use a digital marketing specialist?
I wish. I can't afford something like that. It's a very grassroots operation. So I'd love to post more, but I'm too busy.
Yeah. Show us one of those. So this one's successful. Post 63,000.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the art there? The dogs?
Oh yes, so this is Alice Poyser, who I represent. She's amazing. She's done this beautiful body of work called Other Joys, and it speaks about the euphoria she feels when she photographs and is around her special interest as a woman with autism.
All right.
So they're self-portraits and photos of taxidermy and shows like and pageants, and it's absolutely amazing.
I
But-
noticed it's connected with Martin Parr Foundation.
Oh,
What's
Martin
your
Parr
connection?
Foundation, bless them. They really support everyone in Bristol who's a photographer. I owe so much to them. They've really taught me so much. And Martin Parr is a saint, and he really has helped our gallery so much. The final acquisition he made for the foundation was of Alice's work from our gallery, and we're honored to be collaborating with them. And we invited Jem Fletcher to give a talk, and we're now collaborating with them on an event series. So Alice and Jem Fletcher had a talk at Martin Parr Foundation. Our next talk will be Francesca Allen with Charlotte Jansen at Martin Parr Foundation next month.
How does that work, the collaboration? Did you approach them? Did they approach you? Or?
I actually invited them to come to it at mine, and Martin asked, could we do it here?
Personally,
Yeah.
right? He came to you
Yeah,
after
he-
the work. He said, I want to take your art to art.
Oh, he loved Alice's work so much, and when he came to acquire the work, he was really excited about the idea of the artist that I've been showing that he had never heard about before, and he bought a few books for the foundation of artists who I've been exhibiting, and the last thing that he said to me before he passed was, "Keep finding great artists for us to share." And so I'm going to honor that wish, and I'm honored to be collaborating with Martin Parr Foundation, who are continually supporting the arts and doing really exciting things and making things possible that we wouldn't be able to otherwise have.
Do they also offer grants, or they help financially?
I mean, they acquire the work, which is quite helpful, and they have offered their foundation as a venue, which so we can fit more than 5 people, which is great for us. And they've been supportive in many ways, and one of those ways is bringing the community together and introducing like-minded people so that we can continue to make more things happen for more people.
what's the most amount you've sold for?
I personally think my prices are very reasonable. The highest selling piece I've ever sold was probably 6,000, which, under 10 is pretty respectable, I thought. It's important to me that anyone, no matter what your background is, can have art in their home. So that's why we do the exhibition posters and the Valentine editions, so that people can have art in their homes at an affordable price point. Or if you really feel passionately about the work that you see in the gallery and the people making it, you can choose to support them by buying a work and support our small gallery by continue to make things possible.
I noticed that you have an American accent.
Unfortunately. I'm originally from Niagara Falls, New York.
Now tell me, would you open up a partner gallery over there?
I've discussed this. I have a twin sister in America, and for a moment she was thinking about moving back to Niagara. And I was like, I was actually saying to a local artist, amazing artist, also very supportive, Aaron Schumann, and I was like, wouldn't that be great if we had like a partner branch? It would be like New York, London. He goes, yeah, except for Niagara Falls and Bristol. But I have a feeling we could still lure people in.
The thing is, you got to get there, right? It's a bit tricky.
Oh yeah, but if my twin sister Jen could take it on, and we thought about running it from my mom's house, because we were like, it has to be in a house.
You could also run one in, what's it called, in Maine. Aren't you in Maine?
Unfortunately not, but I do have an amazing artist in Maine, Pia Gilmuth, and she's always in the woods at night making incredible photographs. If she's willing to, she actually has an amazing house that she and her partner are renovating, and I would be game. But if anyone out there has a house that you want me to curate a show for, I'm available.
I'm just going to call Stephen King.
I would love to see Stephen King's house.
Final words here.
Oh.
Well, would you like to do a bit more than just photography? What about branching out into
I'm actually.
TV or film?
You know,
Moving image,
I already I do motion or moving image with my freelance work, but I had an amazing director, Jeannie Joe, do an installation exhibition of all of her films, and it was kind of a retrospective. But I've shown all kinds of art. We've had painters, we've had drawings, we've had sculpture. I'm curious how weird and dimensional I can get the gallery to go. But at the moment, the current exhibition, Francesca Allen, we've partnered with Completed Works, who have amazing ceramic work, glassware, and metal. So that's a step kind of in the direction that I'm looking to go. I really want to bring in as many people and as possible to really have an experience that you take with you and always think about.
What about the practical side of this?
Oh God, me. I am every package that has ever been shipped has been done so by me by hand. So I'll wrap up all of your orders. I usually write a little thank you note. Sometimes Monty, my cat, will hop in the box and I have to get rid of him. But I do most things myself. However, I have an amazing crew of people who I rely on when there are things that I can't do. I have an amazing art handler, Caleb B. Smith. Jamie Murray is my therapist stroke framer. Camille does all my PR and risographs. Will Moss does the majority of my exhibition photography. Just anyone who's ever helped the gallery. I have so many beautiful people who help invigilate, but there are many people out there who help me make this happen because there's no way I could do it by my own. But most things I do on my own. Thank you.
Now, it is very different to, for example, like I spoke with Thames Plus yesterday. Now it's been published. It's completely different. I mean, what would you say about that? Is this something that would sell? Do you figure out how many copies will sell by exhibiting works?
I have to say, this is not strategic in any way. It's completely driven by my emotional response to a work. So I do have my own publishing imprint, which again is a group collaboration and open to anyone, photographers anywhere, or you don't even have to be a photographer. You can have a nice iPhone photo, can contribute to the publications that I make. It's an open call. But then the handmade artist books is something that I really want to specialize in. Artists are doing amazing things in their own right. They can't afford necessarily to team up with a publisher who asks for 10 or 20,000 pounds to make their first book, and so they take it upon themselves. They learn all the skills, the binding, go to London Centre for Book Arts in Hackney Wick, and get the skills that they need to either make them by hand or team up with a graphic designer and do it themselves. And I want to be the place to go for artists who are doing it themselves and don't have a publisher. And I think their material choices, again, going back to paper, their design choices, the scale, it all contributes to their identity as an artist. And it's an honor to host them in the gallery.
Would you collaborate with other brands or publishers? For example, there's one here in Latin America that's, obviously they're looking.
I'm always looking to partner up with like-minded people or people who can inspire. Oh God, I'd love a distributor. Are you out there? But I've done a lot of really interesting collaborations in the past, and I'm always open to people's vision and seeing how we can make it possible. If there's a publisher out there, I mean, I'd love to get Witty Books, which I tell him all the time, but I've just done an amazing collaboration with Brighton-based publishers, Jane and Jeremy. They were the first publishers I ever met in the UK. They make gorgeous, stunning books that I think really big publishers would be afraid to make because the details are so intricate, expensive, and hand-done. But that's not stopping them from making 20 years worth of incredible books. But there's so many publishers. Honestly, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'd love to team up with Stanley Barker. They've really done such an amazing collaboration with one of the artists who I collaborate with, Pia Gilmoth, and really kind of set the standard on what is possible when you work one-on-one with an artist and let their imagination be such a driving force of the process.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea, because oddly enough, the publisher over there, or she's not quite sure, I think she represents publishers, her gallery is in her house in Mexico.
We met last night actually, and we were talking about it. Like in my mind, when I get home from this, all I'm thinking about is how I'm like I need to hoover and clean, and so that when we open tomorrow, it's like people can see the show and not be appalled. I think
that everything goes, right?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Please buy a heavy book from me today.
So tell me, what kind of profit margins are we talking? 50-50 or?
Oh, in terms of artwork, I do 50-50 after the cost of production. So if the artist paid for production, we prorate the cost. If I've paid for production, we prorate the cost, and then we split it 50-50. For books, it's different. I think most people, the bookseller gets 40% right now. It's usually between 30 and 40% based on, it depends on the item cost of the book. But with the artists, they usually, in my gallery, they get the lion's share.
You get 30 to 40%.
Yeah.
What about taxes and stuff? 0%.
There's not a tax on books. Thank God.
Anything else you'd like to say? Final words?
Thank you for asking me all these very interesting questions so that I think about how far we've come in the past 5 years. It's kind of hard to believe. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I'd be at Photo London right now, standing here talking to Richard for his podcast, I would have thought you were crazy. But everyone in this room has played a big part in that inspiration. And I think anyone, anywhere, if there's something that you're passionate about, you can find a way to make it possible. And doing this has absolutely changed my life. And I hope it's changed all of my artists' lives for the better. And I'm going to continue to try and evolve it however I can and work with as many great artists as I possibly can in making what their imagination has visible to others and inspiring the way that we live our lives.
God, you don't even need a script. Let me see. So over here, can you just stand there and say your name and who you are and say you're doing it?
I'll do my... Can I hold this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, my name is Christine Serchia, or Serchia if my Italian family's watching. I run a gallery from my home in Bristol, and I also curate an imprint called Valentine Editions. I'm here on Richard's podcast, Fish Out of Water. I said podcast. It's my American accent again. What did you think I said? Oh, ok. Devo praticare, ma ci proviamo. Io sono Christine Serchia di Serchia Gallery in Bristol. Sono qui con Richard nel podcast Fish Out of Water.
Thank you for listening to a Fish Out of Water podcast. Should you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please get in touch. This podcast is sponsored by Demo Day Records.